Hi guys, welcome back to Crystal's Tarot. This is going to be the Capricorn reading for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus sign for November of 2020. I wanted to remind everyone to always stay in your power, never give your power away to a reading, a reader, anyone, or anything else. Today's reading is intended to assist you on your path to your greatest and highest good. If you're interested in knowing the decks used in today's reading, or you want to reach out to me for a personal reading, you can find all that information in the description box below. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and open up today by cleaning out our energy. Go ahead and get comfortable. Inhale and exhale as it feels comfortable to you. Okay. I do wait for the cards to come out, so if you're pressed for time, please feel free to fast forward. For Capricorn for November 2020. You might be trying to put it in towards difficult relationships, or the difficulty, you're trying to end things that are hard for you. You want things to be easier and smoother where you don't feel like you have to press for it or work too hard for it. You're trying to find a balance with your internal strength and being able to stand in your power. And you want to be able to create something that is abundant for you and joyful and prosperous for you. You might be trying to use your internal strength in regards to something that is hard for you to deal with, hard for you to work with. It's a heavy burden. You're trying to just take a pause from that energy and trying to bring in something that's more fulfilling. You might feel like your finances aren't where you want them to be just yet, or you might feel like a love connection isn't going the way you want it to go. You or somebody you know might have recently been trying to get away with something, and you might have received communication regarding that or provided communication regarding that. And you might have also received a new job opportunity or opportunity for you to make money in a different way than what you're used to. You're trying to have like an internal strength to bring balance to situations that were difficult for you. You're trying to bring in enlightenment to any like all elements of your shadow side. You might have recently gone through or are going through a dark night of the soul journey. And basically what that is where we, the energies that we usually try and ignore and block and hide from, like our difficult memories or difficult thoughts. You're trying to go ahead and start sitting with that energy to learn what you can from it so that you can heal those past wounds and traumas to bring balance and fairness for yourself. And that'll lead to your prosperity. It'll allow you to create things that are more fulfilling for yourself. But you're trying to juggle potentially an opportunity, or maybe you have like multiple jobs and you're kind of like confused as to if you let one go, if you transition through one. You're trying to create a world that you're balanced in, you feel joyful in and prosperous in, to put difficulty aside and move on. You don't want to fight and argue with people anymore. You want to create energies that are abundant and prosperous, something that you feel happy and comfortable in. You might have memories of a person or a past situation that it brings you joy, but at the same time it brings you like a sorrow. So you kind of try and avoid that as much as possible. But you want to bring balance into that energy, and you don't want to fight. You might be trying to heal like a relationship or a connection that you had with somebody that turned out to be difficult for you. Capricorn for November 2020. Capricorn. Okay, you have the the Page of Pentacles came out in your pre-shuffle. And now it's also here in the energy that's crossing you. The bottom of the deck, you have the Strength card, which came out also in your pre-shuffle as well several times. So let's go ahead and pull our clarifier so we can get some additional information before we get started with your reading. One more shuffle. The Hangman came out, which also came out in your pre-shuffle as well. But we'll get to that as we get there. The bottom of the deck, you have the Six of Cups, which also came through in your pre-shuffle as well. So you're trying to stand in your power, or develop an internal strength in regards to a situation or a person that you have nostalgia about. You might be trying to stand in your power in regards to a connection with somebody that you've been trying to pursue, or you have known them previously, and now you're trying to decide like if the relationship can grow and if it's something you should revisit or not. In your current energy, you have the Knight of Pentacles clarified with the Death card. So what this tells me is that there's you're not really wanting to put movement towards pursuing a financial opportunity that you might used to have worked on before. You're trying to transition something in regards to how you approach your prosperity, or how you offer long-term connections and commitments, or a connection that you've had for a long time has ended, and or you might have decided that you no longer want to pursue something that you've been pursuing for a while. It could be in regards to your prosperity, a job position, an opportunity for you, or even a connection. And it could be a marriage or a long-term relationship as well. And the energy that's crossing you, you have the Page of Pentacles clarified with the Emperor, and the Page of Pentacles did come out in your pre-shuffle as well. So what this speaks about is this energy that you're trying to put an end to. It's a lot because you might not feel like the other person is standing in your power, or you might feel like you're the only one that's putting energy into a situation. And so you're just trying to let that die off. You're trying to reduce your amount of energy that you put into it, to kind of see how the chips are going to fall. And then based upon that, you're going to make your decision on how you want to interact or not going forward with that energy. And or you're trying to kind of bring in new opportunities for yourself, where you feel like you're more in control of the situation. You might want to be creating like your own job, your own business or something, and you're having difficulty of bringing that in, or there's a delay with that being brought in. You might feel like you're the only one providing an opportunity to someone, and now you're just kind of like turning your back on that situation because it's kind of become a little bit difficult for you, and you want to see more if the other person's going to put in the effort. In the energy, your underlying energy, you have the Hangman clarified with the Two of Wands. So you're not really sure how to move forward in regards to an avenue that you want to pursue, something that you used to be passionate about, or you might be thinking about moving and not really sure where you want to move to, where, like if you're trying to buy a house, you might not be sure if that's going to go through. I feel like you kind of feel antagonized a little bit by the energies around you, and you're trying to bring in more balance and fairness and clarity for yourself, and that's causing you to kind of evaluate your current situation and see what, if anything else, you can do or change to improve the situation for yourself instead of exhausting so much energy and feeling like it's not going anywhere. In your recent past, you have the Queen of Cups clarified with the Hangman, and the Hangman was also at the bottom of your underlying energy as well. So what this speaks about to me is in your recent past, you were thinking about a love connection or something that you were emotionally invested in and not really sure how it's going to move forward or how to move things along. Or you might have provided like an offer to somebody that you were thinking about or trying to like open the lines of communication in regards to a love connection that you want to create. But you didn't really get the response you wanted or were hoping or expecting. So that left you not really sure how to maneuver or how to proceed. Your crowning energy, you have the Ace of Cups clarified with the King of Chalices, which is the King of Cups. So what this speaks about is you're thinking heavily about a love connection or new love, and you're wanting to bring action towards it. And you're trying to bring clarity on what action to put towards it, because you do see an opportunity for love with somebody or something that you have an emotional connection or tie to. And you're just trying to like put action towards it, but you're not really sure how to go about that as of yet. In your near future, you have the Magician clarified with the Knave of Wands, which is basically the Page of Wands. So I feel like in your near future, you're going to receive communication on something that you're interested in creating, interested in growing and building, and you might receive some communication or clarification on how to develop that or strengthen that. And you're really just trying to, like you might be thinking about things that you want to create and things that you want to build, and you're trying to, or you will be communicating that to someone. Or you're going to receive communication about a new opportunity on something that you can create and build. How you see yourself, you have the Seven of Cups clarified with the Knight of Swords. So I feel like you are aware that you have a lot of opportunities, a lot of ways that you can do things, and you're just like kind of spending a lot of time in your mental space, or you might have recently received like communication regarding an opportunity with several different avenues that you can pursue. Or you might have received communication or provided communication about the different opportunities and the different ways of the different way that things can be done, or the multiple different avenues that are available in that opportunity for you or somebody else. But since this is how you feel about yourself, I feel like you have so many different things to choose from, and you're just trying to bring in clarity for yourself. You want it to move along faster than what it's moving. And you might have received like quick information, like if it's a new job opportunity, it might have came in quickly and unexpectedly, and you're just trying to like evaluate your many different opportunities and seeing which one is right for you, which one you want to invest in, the different ways that you want to interact with those energies. So if it's a new job, there's a million different ways of how you can do things. If you're going for an interview, you're trying to like really get into that mind space of like how you have so many facets to yourself, and trying to really communicate how abundant that you can, like basically what a good employee you can be, like how you bring all these things to the table. So you're really trying to like speak your truth and defend yourself in regards to multiple different opportunities that you have. Or you've maybe have multiple different people that you're have an opportunity with, and you're just spending a lot of like communication with each of them, trying to like hone down which one or which ones you feel comfortable in, which one would be the best fit for you. How other people see you, you have the Justice card clarified with the Knave of Swords in the reverse. So other people see that like you're just really about your business, that maybe you don't communicate fully or clearly or accurately potentially, but they do feel like you're a fair and honest person. I feel like the people in your environment are noticing that even though you don't communicate things to the full capacity or your full capability, that you are fair. I feel like people in your environment do trust you and can trust you, but you don't really communicate very often with them. And I feel like when you do communicate, it's very mature. It's not an immature thing. It's not and if people in your environment are doing things that are not necessarily in the right way, in the best way, in the authentic way, like if people in your environment are trying to do business in shady means, you're not okay with that, and you just kind of stick to yourself in regards to that. Let's see, for your hopes and or fears, you have the Page of Cups clarified with the Queen of Chalices. And what this speaks about to me is that you want to create, or you want to provide an opportunity of something that you love, that you've been thinking about for quite a while, but you might be fearful that it might not be received in the way that you're hoping for it. I feel like you kind of feel like you're overwhelmed with emotion, and you're kind of like spending time trying to like set those energies into a balanced way so that you can communicate it in the future in a way that accurately reflects your investment in this situation and how you actually feel and think about the situation. There might also be somebody in your environment that you want to communicate to them how much you care about them, how much you see value in them. But it's just something that you think about, and you might be concerned on how to do that. If you do that, how that energy will be received. Your final outcome, should everything remain the same, you have the Tower with the Queen of Pentacles, clarified with the Hierophant, with the Queen of Wands in the reverse. So what I'm getting from this is that there's things that are in your environment that were built on a foundation that weren't necessarily solid. Like when you created these things, it might have been an accurate reflection of who you were at that time, but it's not an accurate reflection of who you currently are. And you're trying to find a way, you're thinking about how you can bring balance to this energy, so that you can create something that is abundant for you in your environment, because you want it to be fair and just. You might be trying to like find a higher level of commitment, or something that's worth committing to, but you're finding yourself having a lack of passion to do so right now. So I think you're trying to use your internal strength to bring balance to your own energy so that you can have clarification on the best course of action to develop the outcome you're seeking. Okay. I feel like there's still some more energy left on the table. So we're going to use some oracle cards and see what other messages want to come out for you. For Capricorn for November 2020, Capricorn November 2020. One more shuffle. Okay, so we have Musali, love who you are. The Guardians, fly high. Queen Mab, your ancient wisdom is awakening. And Fernia, clarity. So what this speaks about to me is you're trying to have like your personal, like love yourself before you love anybody else. Because I don't feel like you've necessarily done that. It might have been people in your past that kind of made you feel that you had to work for their love and that you weren't good enough and that you weren't doing something right. But you're realizing that's their own baggage to carry. It's not an accurate reflection of you. And you're starting to appreciate all of your talents, all of your gifts that you've been naturally provided with. And that's causing you to have like this abundance of confidence starting to grow. And you're trying to bring balance into the energies that used to be negative for you. You're trying to transmute those into a more positive energy where you're able to manifest and grow things. And you can feel confident in that energy where you're trying to figure out like what exactly you want in life so you can start to put energy into that and to pursue it. And then we have your ancient wisdom is awakening. So I feel like you're starting to kind of like open your third eye more and to rely more on your intuition. You might be trying to play with your intuition to strengthen it and develop those gifts. And that's leading you to feel more confident the more that you play with those energies. I feel like you're getting insights and you're starting to realize that those are accurate. And so that's starting to give you clarity in certain situations and make you aware of how prosperous that you can be and how abundant that your life is heading towards. Okay, Capricorn, that has been your reading for November of 2020. We're going to go ahead and close off our reading with our singing bowl. If this reading has resonated with you or you like my energy, please subscribe if you have not already done so. If you feel like this reading can help somebody, please share it with them. And if this has resonated with you, please like it as well. If you want to share any information about your journey, please go ahead and leave comments in the description below or in the comment section. Okay, Capricorn. So that has been your reading for November 2020. Until we meet again, I'm sending you lots of love and light. Many blessings.